Hello and welcome to Quentin's Guide to the Celestial Tournament. We are currently in part 3 of the Celestial Tournament, and we are looking at Shademaster Kiryn. Now, I'm going to ask you guys to really pay attention to this one. I'm going to be doing some fancy footwork and some pretty feet, just as I tell my raiders. For those of you who don't know, I'm the leader of the Equinox Guild on the Caldori server, and pretty feet refers to how you dodge the waves from that one boss in HFC that I can't quite put my finger on who it is, but it doesn't really matter. We're pet battling now. This is pet battle, so we'll get all of that. We're going to be using the Ashstone Core, the Dark Moon Zeppelin, the Stitched Pup, and these are very easy pets to get. They're fairly inexpensive, and you can easily farm them. Easily. We're going to go ahead and start Shademaster Kiryn. Now keep in mind you can always forfeit the match and nothing will harm you if you notice that your first pet has the wrong moves. In this case, our pet moves are right, but if your first pet just happens to have the wrong moves, you want to forfeit. Nothing will happen to you as long as you don't take any damage. Your pets will be fine. They won't lose any percentage of health, and you can just start up again. But we have the right moves, so we're going to continue here. So pay attention, because I'm going to be doing some crazy stuff. Alright, so turn 1, believe it or not, we're going to do Crystal Prism, which stuns the target from one round. And as I explained in the last part, if you're listening, is that when you stun an NPC, as all of our experienced pet battlers know, they'll automatically switch to the next pet. Of course, this is excluding the legendary pets of Tanan. They do not switch when you stun them. So we're going to go ahead and stun him. And then, while he's stunned, we'll use Stone Skin. And for a very good reason. Stone Skin reduces our damage by 70% from each attack against you. What does Storm do? Well, he builds this turret that does damage to us. We want that damage reduced, blocked, if possible. Now he's brought out his Stormon, and we're gonna start using our Burn. And basically, we're just gonna use Burn until he's dead. As you can see, that turret does nothing to us because we have our Stone Skin on, and he's almost dead. As you can see, it was a very, very wise decision to force the NPC to switch, because that's really what you're doing, is you're forcing the NPC to switch by stunning his first pet. Now he comes back because he's a cheating mechanical pet, but that's okay. As long as he doesn't build another turret, you are in good standing. Alright, so Stormon is dead. So there's still one round left on this turret, and we don't quite want to face Narn quite yet. So we are going to use, believe it or not, Crystal Prism. Yes, indeed we are. He's going to swap to Summer. And we are also going to swap to the Dark Moon Zeppelin. We are immediately going to dodge, because you know what he's going to do? He's going to do dodge as well. They always do the same move every single time you do the tournament. And with this setup, I have found that it is the most reliable way to beat these guys. So now that we have our decoy up, he's used dodge. There is nothing we can do right now. We can use a missile if it makes you feel better. Now we go first. And we're just going to missile and missile and missile and missile and missile. This next missile, oh no, he dodged. If you couldn't tell, I actually do all my videos as I am doing the battle. So there's I don't do that and then make a commentary over it, or my commentary would be a lot smoother. So now that Narn's dead, I'm sorry, Summer. Now that Summer's dead and Narn comes out, there are a lot of things you can do here. He has Giant's Blood, which restores a lot of health to him, and so we don't want to do too much, but just enough to where we're doing some damage before we switch to our Stitched Pup. Thankfully, he used that first, which he probably always will, and we're going to make our decoy We're going to continue shooting at him. Chances are his next hit will kill us, so we're going to do exactly what you think we're going to do. We are going to explode, which does 618 damage. He's going to heal that up in a second with Giant's Blood, but that's okay. At this point, there are a lot of things you can do. We can switch to our Stitch Pup. We can use up Ashstone Core, but we just want to switch to our Stitch Pup, get him out of the way. We're going to Howl. Now you can do Plague Blood, depending on what life your Stitch Pup is at, or Diseased Bite. You know, it's so-so. You know, Plague Blood isn't known for giving a lot of health back. But we'll go ahead and use it because we get 2 rounds with our Diseased Bite here. Still does a ton of damage. Now we're going to Diseased Bite. We're dead, but we go first. And our undead phase, and keep in mind you still have Ashstone Core. And we kill him. So make sure that you're prioritizing Disease Bite after you have Plague Blood first. And if you do have to get to your Ashstone Core, don't worry. Ashstone Core makes a fool of Narn every single time. That's how you beat Shademaster Kiryn at the Celestial Tournament. In this next part, we're going to be exploring. As you see, all my dots are gone. And now Chi-Chi and all the other Celestials are up. We're going to be exploring the Celestials in one final part. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.